This is where I had an inkling this wasn't going to come together. Welcome to the sourdough trials. I'm starting here with my regular recipe of 500 grams of bread flour, $50 grams of active sourdough starter, about 360 grams of water, and 9 to 10 grams of salt. After mixing, I did several sets of stretch and fold or coil fold, then left out at room temperature to bulk ferment. Usually after bulk ferment, this will go in the refrigerator overnight, but my schedule changed and I was heading out of town, so I baked this bread at night instead. I divide my dough in half to make 2 mini loaves, one pesto and sun-dried tomato and the other a regular sourdough loaf. I set my regular dough aside while I work on the pesto loaf. Because I want my inclusions to be spread evenly throughout the loaf, I add the pesto and sun-dried tomatoes in several steps. Now it's time to face the music. It's quickly becoming apparent that the oil in the pesto and the sun-dried tomatoes is not allowing the dough to stick together. But I keep trying. Look at all the oil that's being left behind on my counter. What a mess! I rip off a square of parchment paper because I do not want all this oil to end up on my baking stone. Spoiler alert, I still had leaking oil and a smoky smelling house. I let the dough rest while my oven is preheating. I also made some more English muffins this week, but instead of cutting dough out of a circle, I split it up into 12 equal sections. section into a ball. Ball into a circle. Above to watch more about English muffins. Because I rushed the process this week, my dough is a little sticky and not as easy to score as normal. You can see how on the pesto loaf, the thin layer of dough on the top separates from the rest of the loaf. The pesto loaf is so unimpressed, it's sticking its tongue out at me. The mini loaf turned out okay, but I think it was probably underproofed. I really need to learn not to rush the process. What are we going to find inside here? Sadness and disappointment.